Hello, hello, and welcome back to Persona 5. Let's keep moving on. Eventually, Medjed will give us a deadline, and then we'll know we're actually making progress. Again, the not exactly subtle PS Vita. They do seem to like putting their own system in. You can hardly blame them. I wonder if that's a Sony smartphone as well. And it's not even their stuff, it's Atlus's game, and Atlus is not a PlayStation group. Like, they also do the core Shin Megami Tensei, which is a Nintendo thing now.
Who is it? Come on.
But, I mean, I guess they did know this was going to be a PlayStation exclusive game. Yeah, this time it won't be Ryuji. Look at that! Yeah, I'm just not answering your question.
Hey, hey.
Just give me the goddamn name. Sounds like a female name. Also sounds like related to the owner. Yeah, that one's not going to go anywhere. Yep.
For real?
You feel like you've heard the name before. This should be obvious. Come on.
We're gonna get reported if we don't do this?
No, no, no.
What the hell?
I am going to get reported if we don't do this.
Wasn't Sakura?
Yes.
It's Boss's last name.
Does he have any family?
Mm.
For reals? How laid back are you?
I live in the store.
I mean, you are living at his place. Well, his situation does make things difficult.
Calling card was delivered to Boss's house. It'd be more natural to assume this is all related. One of the reasons for that is because Alibaba mentioned nothing about which Futaba Sakura. Perhaps he thinks that the name alone is enough. That makes sense. I believe it's adequate for us to think that this is the doing of someone close by. I see. I don't know how Alibaba got a hold of his smartphone information.
Hacking.
Since he's ordering us through chat, I do feel as though he's taunting us.
Oh, that he's taunting us as he is feeling like he has all of
Pay me if you
the
don't
power.
want me to leak who you really are. That I'd understand. But he's telling us to steal someone's heart without explaining why.
So we're being tested.
Regardless, I think we should ask Boss about Futaba Sakura once.
Yeah, and how will we explain that we know who this person is?
Might have an idea on what this is about too. I'll check the school's roster just in case.
We must make sure Boss doesn't figure out who we are. We'll have to go about this cautiously.
Right. Mishima, we need a favor.
What's up? Why do you know about that?
See, this is why we can't just bring that up.
Nothing to do with you.
Well,
I'm going home.
it
Make sure
kind
you-
of does now.
Looks like it's a hit.
my evening is getting killed, isn't it? Cool, so we'll be waiting forever.
Hey!
Why? We didn't do anything exhausting. We didn't do anything that took up that much time. But for whatever reason, we can't do anything this night. I don't know, the nights when you get cut off from doing things do seem very arbitrary sometimes. Or most of the time, or whatever.
Yo.
Wow!
Yeah, well, we'll have exams again later. It's not like it'll be a one-time thing. Well, then summer vacation hasn't actually started, has it? Morgana cats don't like getting wet. I think. I've never actually owned cats, but that's the cliche, isn't it? Alright. Let's go talk to lots of people. You don't think that's the real answer, Morgana? So cruel to not respect. Okay. He gets more food than two people would need. And apparently I am not them. Yeah, you'd know, package delivery guy. Or not. I thought that was a good chance. I mean, everyone loves getting packages. We probably would know is Sai, but
Okay.
that's actually a decent suggestion.
Hey!
I mean, it didn't work, but yeah. Remember when we decided not to keep pressing?
You read the letter, did you not?
So you're the one who tipped him off about Futaba. You really shouldn't have done that. I have no intention of talking to you about Wakaba.
Tipped off? What are you talking about? Back to the
See,
matter at
she
hand.
did know.
Your parental authority will have to be suspended. I take it you're okay with that outcome?
What?
Considering the state of your daughter and your family overall, there are no points in your favor. Would you like to take this to domestic court? Our chances of victory are roughly 99.9% though. With these suspicions of abuse, there's no way you could avoid having your custody revoked.
You're going that far? I told you I don't know a damn thing about it!
We're extremely serious about this. As long as there's a possibility that cognitive science can be linked to psychotic breakdowns.
That's not how you spell science, honey.
Fine. I yield.
Thank you. I will contact you at a later date.
I doubt you'll find anything you want to hear, though.
That's fine. It will be up to us to decide whether the information you give us is useful or not. Next time I come here, it will just be for a nice cup of coffee.
Yeah, next time there might be some refusal of service. You never know.
And stay out. That
It is seeming likely.
pissing people off.
Yeah, but she's kinda hot.
What's with that look? You got something to say? This doesn't involve you. That's enough.
See?
Behave yourself. Keep going to school if you don't want me to throw you out of here.
We knew that we wouldn't want to
Lock the store.
push him on this, and yet, apparently I had to try.
The existence of this Futaba is for certain. She may be in some kind of bad situation, though. More so, our conjecture that Alibaba is connected to LeBlanc seems to have a pretty solid foundation. Oh, and didn't they mention cognitive something?
Science.
The chief's hiding.
Which,
Can't really press him on the subject,
as far as
especially after
my character would know, they mean science, not PSI science. And now I'm gonna have to go straight to bed, because that's always what happens when they kick me straight up here immediately. One of these times they're gonna do that, and I won't have had to go straight to bed, would have had the option to do evening things, and I'm just gonna miss out. And I will be annoyed, because it will be bullshit.
A woman was threatening Boss?
Yeah, she was going
Yeah.
on about domestic...
Why don't I describe her?
stuff.
What's up?
It's nothing.
No, it's not.
So to
Share
summarize
with the
what
team.
it is, Futaba is Boss's daughter, and he's abusing her? I don't know him very well. Is he really the kind of person who would do that? I would
No.
like to believe so as well, but we don't have any conclusive evidence, do we?
You can't have conclusive evidence that something is not happening.
What a selfish person.
Well, he does have information on us.
Anyways, this Futaba he's talking about, try messaging him.
Oh yeah, that'll make sense.
What are we supposed... We'd be able to figure out Alibaba's identity if we could just meet with him. Try asking him if there's any way we could meet up.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no.
He can't go out?
I mean, not directly.
Huh? This doesn't make any sense. Not only can Alibaba not go out, but he won't let us meet Futaba either.
Well, it's none of our business now. We can't contact him anymore.
But what do we do about Medjed? We won't be able to get Alibaba to help us with them now.
Maybe they were just pranking us. They made that huge declaration, but they ain't done nothing since. I bet we got him freaked out.
I bet they just feel like they won.
They're afraid we'll change their hearts?
Yep. And now it'd just make them look lame if they came out and apologized.
But
I guess with Alibaba and Medjed out of the picture, can we just say this case is closed?
Can we listen to what the smart person has to say?
you do have a point. I guess
No,
this
she's just gonna give up on it.
a little.
Oh yeah, remember Kanashiro's treasure? Prepare to have your minds blown. We got 150,000 yen out of it.
Mine.
That's awesome! We can really go all out with that kind of money.
Yeah, let's make up for what happened at the fireworks festival.
No, give it to me.
Thieves' worldwide debut.
Where would be good?
Ooh, how about sushi? I could really go for some eel too.
The best method is to fill yourself on ginger before beginning to eat sushi. That is my master technique.
You don't need to do that this time. Actually, definitely don't do it, okay?
I'm all for sushi. You're okay with that too, right?
No, sushi is awful.
Nope. I want sushi.
Fuck you, cat.
All right, we'll go tomorrow night.
Don't like fish. It's not right, and it's that we're going to be eating uncooked fish. There's nothing good about that. I mean, sushi is not necessarily uncooked, it's the wrap setup thing, but it's almost always uncooked. That's just wrong. Can I leave? No? Okay. Now, day off.
You seem quite busy, Sai-san. I take it you're stuck in the middle of everything?
The Phantom Thieves made a mockery of us when they brought down Kanashiro. And to make matters worse, Medjed, who has been dormant for some time now, just declared war on them. How much more can they screw us over?
How dare they get war declared on them?
Did you come all this way simply to be sarcastic?
How about you listen to my deductions for a change of pace? You may think it absurd, but don't you think the case you're pursuing and the actions of the Phantom Thieves overlap somehow?
What are you basing this off of?
The one point of commonality across all cases is how those involved have an unforeseen change of heart.
I've suspected that myself, but those suspicions are unfounded.
Well, no, they're based in something.
That this was only a deduction. These just Phantom Thieves are riling up the public. However, that is a disguise. Their true goal is terrorist action by way of psychotic breakdowns. Is that too much?
There's nothing at the moment that falsifies that claim. Have you mentioned this to the police?
I'd never tell them such things. The only value they have to me is in their mobility and organizational capabilities.
It seems having you lend me a hand has paid off.
I'm glad to hear that. What about your case, Sai-san? Did you learn anything from the guardian of that mental shutdown victim's daughter?
Nothing at all.
I see. Now, what should my next action be for our victory?
Handle the Phantom Thieves, without remorse. Use any means necessary to win. That's how I would deal with them.
What if those means are illegal? Isn't that massively hypocritical?
Are you on to something?
No, not at all. Well then, to our victory.
Slightly ominous, but I think we got everything under control.
Okay.
All right.
Bleh.
Man, the flounder is out of this world. That texture.
I don't see any prices listed here.
It's called market price. Don't worry about it. We got the cash.
So good. Hey, is the fatty tuna ready yet?
Hold your horses and don't talk.
By the way, is Boss really the kind of person who would abuse someone?
Again, no.
I can't get it off my mind. Especially if it means he could be taken to court. What kind of person is he? Do you truly believe he'd do such a thing?
If it's really true about the abuse, he'd be a no-good jerk pretending to be a guardian.
Maybe the chief is the one who needs a change of heart.
Hold on a sec. About that, I actually got curious after our conversation and checked his name in the nav.
Sounds to me like there wasn't a hit.
Well, yes, otherwise we would have heard about this already.
Beyond this is his family's problem. We probably shouldn't get any more involved.
Wait, you think Alibaba could be Boss's ex-wife?
He must have cheated on her, and that's where Futaba came from.
He must have?
Doubtful.
Not he might have?
Corruption has run rampant.
How foolish. Still, this is delicious. I've never.
No, it's not. Sushi sucks.
Man, and it's all thanks to us being the Phantom Thieves.
Someone slap him.
Crap.
Fantastic! This sushi is delicious!
Yeah! The fish is so fresh.
Everywhere we go, we hear about these phantom thieves.
What rubbish.
Think about where we are, Ryuji.
Sorry, it just kind of slipped.
It's because you are dumb!
Boss again. We should just enjoy the food.
Nijima-san, what are you doing here?
Akechi-kun.
Akechi? You're the ones from the TV station. Could it be that you're friends of Nijima-san?
Nope.
Do you know this guy?
It's nice to meet you. My name is Akechi. Glad to make your acquaintance, Yusuke Kitagawa.
Dude, that,
Well, because
that's not how introductions are. Okay.
I'm only joking. In truth, I'm a rookie detective. You're a former pupil of Madarame, right? I have actually just recently joined the investigation team looking into the Phantom Thieves. Did you see that Medjed has declared war on them?
Yeah, it was in the news.
Their website was updated just a moment ago.
Ah, okay.
For real? English again.
Wait, what?
What's it say?
Huh.
We are acting way too shocked. Yes, thank you, obviously. Because...
He's, a huge fan of the Phantom Thieves. A total nutjob for him.
I don't know how wise it is to be a fan of groups like them.
What is with these comments?
My apologies. I didn't mean to butt into your conversation, but I must say, this is an interesting group. Prosecutor Nijima's sister, an ex-pupil of Madarame, and a few Shujin Academy students. It seems you're...
Well, there's some overlap in there.
Perhaps you have better intel than I do. Ah, yes. I wanted to ask you something. Regarding this whole Medjed commotion, if you were one of the Phantom Thieves, what would you do?
Well, I mean, what did they say for the war declaring?
Only a small minority of people believe that is the best decision.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're just normal high school kids. If anything, we want to hear what you gotta say, Mr. Detective.
My profiling of the Phantom Thieves has led me to believe they are a group of juveniles. They have a relative amount of free time after school and a hideout to slip away to. Furthermore, considering Kamoshida was their first target, it seems they began activity around April.
But that doesn't fit with your other theory.
In a way, all I've just said about the Phantom Thieves coincides with the group you have here.
What? You gonna report us?
I didn't say I was being suspicious of you.
You kinda did.
Seems you're not perturbed in the slightest.
Well, one of us has to not be.
Intriguing one. I lack your calm mannerisms, but don't you think my deduction is an interesting one?
I don't know, I don't see the information you're basing it off of.
Team if we work together.
Is he hitting on me?
What the hell are you saying?
I'm curious to hear what you have to say. You seem to be a wealth of information. In return, I'll teach you how to make deductions. I believe that is a fair trade-off for you.
Still not losing the sense that I'm being hit on.
All right. Well,
Be particularly interesting for a game coming out of Japan.
I hope to see you all again.
What was that about?
Do you think he's ascertained our true identities?
Nah, couldn't be. Right?
I'd like to say that it's simply us overthinking this, but may be best to be cautious from now on. We shouldn't
That's just
forget that
generally
Ollie
not a bad idea.
who we are.
True, but it's not as though he had tangible evidence to prove that discovery. Just keep acting normally.
More importantly, things are getting serious with Medjed.
Oh yeah, what did they write?
Here, I'll read it. We are disappointed in the people of Japan and their belief in the Phantom Thieves' false justice.
Come on, it's only like 30-something% of people. 32nd%?
As a result, the Japanese economy shall suffer devastating damages.
For real?
Keep going.
However, we are magnanimous. We will give the Phantom Thieves one final opportunity to repent. As proof of this repentance, we demand that they reveal their identities to the public. We will attack if these demands remain unmet. The future of Japan rests with the Phantom Thieves. We are Medjed, we are unseen, we will eliminate evil. That's what it says.
Sounds bad.
In other words, if we don't unmask ourselves, Medjed will attack Japan, correct? And it seems they are quite the attention seekers.
What are we
At least the Japanese economy.
Only we could get in contact with Alibaba.
Our only clues are Boss and Futaba. Anyways, it's too damn hot out here. Why don't we go to LeBlanc? We can talk more over there.
This brings up something interesting. Complete side note. If the C is silent in LeBlanc, does that mean I've been mispronouncing the name of the character from League of Legends?
How do we get in touch with him?
He cut off all contact with us after that misunderstanding. Then again, if we manage to steal Futaba's heart, he may attempt to reach out to us once more.
But we don't have any clues on what her keywords are.
Or where her palace is.
Where the hell are you?
I mean, we could guess that it's at the house.
He may be closer than we think.
Huh?
Hypothetically speaking, even if we stole Futaba's heart, how would Alibaba know that the deed has been done? Would he truly be able to discern that just from cell phone messages?
You mean he'd have to meet her in person?
Alibaba was able to deliver the calling card here. On top of that, he can check on Futaba's condition. However, according to the circumstances he put forth, he's unable to meet with us. This leads me to believe that it would be bad for him if we were to see the two of them together. It seems to me Alibaba may in fact be Futaba herself.
For real?
So she's asking that we steal her own heart?
Maybe she wants us to save her from the scars of her abuse. That would be hard to ask directly.
I'd like to meet with Boss. He lives nearby, right?
Yeah, but I've never been there.
It's real late though. What are we gonna tell Boss when we get there?
We'll say this takeout sushi is a gift for him.
But my fatty tuna!
Shut up, cat.
No complaining.
Let's all go together. Boss may get the wrong idea if he and I show up alone.
Come on.
Hey,
Oh, well, I mean, it's not breaking and entering. Trespassing, but I'm almost certain it's not. Your sister's a prosecutor, you should know that.
Hello, sir? He's not out, is he? The door is open, and I can hear the TV.
Hope he didn't pass out or something. I mean, Boss is kinda old, ain't he?
I'm a bit worried.
Not
Should we
that
go in
old.
and check on him?
Please excuse us.
Scream? What was that?
should I?
A scream? That's a question that sort of answers itself.
Let's get out of here, please. Can we just go?
What are you freaking out for?
It's a thunderstorm.
Could it be Alibaba? I mean, Futaba?
Sorry, can I hold your hand?
That's not my hand, Makoto.
I can sense someone's presence.
That's not at all.
Who's there? I can't take this anymore. I'm leaving.
That's not how you leave.
My legs won't move.
Still not my hand.
Hey, come on. Where are you? You're a hacker, right? Just show yourself. I'm sorry. Please save me, sis.
Are you okay, Futaba?
Crap, he's home.
I can explain.
You! Don't move! You hear me?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, sis. Somebody please save me.
Okay, see, it all started when we got sushi.
You? What are you doing in my house?
Is that a frog?
You're...
Oh, good evening, sir. We didn't mean to intrude.
Nijima-san. Wait, are you two dating?
We're just friends.
Game seems to be pushing this one pretty hard.
Friends nowadays get that close to each other?
That's not it. This, things happened and...
You kids are here too?
Yes, we were hiding.
We brought you some sushi, but nobody answered when we rang the bell. The door was unlocked too. We could hear the TV though, so we got worried you might have passed out or something.
The door was unlocked?
Yes.
I do that sometimes. Guess I'm getting old.
Excuse me. There's something we'd like to ask.
Huh? You want to ask me?
Wait, are we just not having a big issue with
Someone else living
the fact that we are trespassing?
Yeah, my daughter.
Could she be Futaba Sakura?
You told Nijima-san too?
I told all of them.
Is there any way we could meet with Futaba-san? I think we may have frightened her earlier, so we'd like to apologize if at all possible.
Well,
Oh, and I think the lightning tripped the circuit breaker.
no, it's not like that. I don't want you all getting the wrong idea. I shouldn't have kept this a secret from you. Let's talk at my shop. She'll hear us if we stay here.
She's spying on your shop. She'll hear us there, too. But, okay.
Now, where do I start?
At the beginning.
Futaba's mother and I knew each other long before Futaba was born. Her mother was a bit of a weird one, but we got along well for some reason. She was sharp-witted, somewhat stern, a little socially inept, but always carefree. She truly was a great woman.
I see.
When something piqued her interest, that'd be all she focused on. She always worked deep into the night. I thought that'd change after her kid was born. But having Futaba didn't do much. Even with that, she always took good care of her.
Working and watching over a child at the same time sounds rough.
I guess raising Futaba alone turned out to be tough on her in more ways than one. There wasn't a father.
Well, I mean, there was, but...
Was one. I didn't know him, though. She never said a word about him
I
either.
assume there was not an immaculate conception.
And single when she raised her. They were an ordinary, loving family. You could really tell how much she cared for Futaba. But one day, she left, leaving Futaba behind.
Are we being euphemistic here? What's going on?
Yes. She committed suicide.
Oh, we are.
Suicide?
Threw herself into the street, right in front of Futaba's eyes.
Shocking doesn't begin to describe that.
It's gotta be devastating for a kid.
So... well, a lot happened after that, but I ended up taking custody of Futaba. First, she was so depressed, she wouldn't even talk to me.
Was that because she couldn't get over her mother's suicide?
No, I'm sure it was because of some other reason.
And she started opening
Come on, Han.
little by little. That's when I found out. Futaba blames herself for her mother's death.
What? But why?
That part she's never told me. I wanted to know what led her to believing that. But I decided not to rub salt in the wound. Then, a few months
Salt helps wounds close up.
real scared.
It hurts like a bitch, but
She'd say things like, I hear voices and Mom is looking at me.
Visual and auditory hallucinations. Have you taken Futaba to a doctor?
I wanted
no one.
but she was-
She's a little creepy, but
Even when I had a doctor come, she locked herself away in her room. Since then, she's become what you'd call a shut-in. She won't take a single step outside the house, or even try to see other people.
What about you?
She doesn't even let me come in her room.
That's pretty harsh.
Futaba is, well, a unique girl. She's so quick-minded that conversations with her tend to jump from one topic to the next. It seems like she's always coming to conclusions in her head.
that's where most of us come to conclusions. But okay.
So, yeah, her situation is why I couldn't let you in my house. Thanks.
Anyway, you want the leftover sushi? I think we left it in your house.
Place where nobody will threaten her. Somewhere she can be at ease. That's why I won't do anything she doesn't want.
No, what she needs is psychiatric help.
Then again, I know that's no way for her to live. It's all I can do, though. I don't know. She just asks me for things that she wants, like food or these complicated books. Well, that's that. So, can you just leave her be?
No, we're meddlesome do-gooders.
I'm gonna head back then. You all had better head home soon, too.
I feel awful for prying into his personal affairs.
No way in hell he's abusing her.
The reason why Futaba wants her heart stolen must be related to what happened to her mother.
So she'd like to discard her feelings of pain, but can't do anything about it herself.
Will changing her heart really help her, though?
Mm-hmm.
If we can help her, we may be able to stand up to Medjed.
Hold on a sec. Do we even know if she has a palace? Let's check.
Thank you for that useful insight, Ryuji.
Futaba Sakura that lives at Sojiro Sakura's house. Is that gonna be enough?
Candidate found.
What the?
She's got one.
So someone can have a palace even if they're not evil? Hey, Morgana.
Where is the cat?
Where's Morgana?
I haven't seen him for some time.
So, ever since we went inside Boss's house?
Somewhere around there. He'll be fine, though. He's a cat after all. The trains are gonna be shutting down for the night soon, so we should probably be heading home.
Oh yeah, let's just ignore all of this.
Morning after all.
Fuck that.
All right, the urgent assembly.
We could blow it off.
What about?
Shujin has been garnering a lot of attention ever since Medjed called out the Phantom Thieves. So they need to remind us not
No.
to say arbitrary stuff online. And
Shujin has been gathering a lot of attention
We gotta meet
since
up for
the
every
Kamoshida
goddamn
incident.
thing. Talk about a pain in the ass.
I mean, it is our fault.
Anyway, let's contact each other afterward.
No way in hell he's abusing her.
The reason why Futaba wants her heart stolen must be related to what happened to her mother.
So she'd like to discard her feelings of pain, but can't do anything about it herself.
Will changing her heart really help her, though?
If we can help her, we may be able to stand up to Medjed.
Hold on a sec. Do we even know if she has a palace? Let's check. The Futaba Sakura that lives at Sojiro Sakura's house. Is that gonna be enough?
What the?
She's got one.
Anyone
So
can have a palace even if they're not evil?
you can't hear the app if you don't have a persona, or how did he get in the room? Did that happen during the scene? No one's there to tell me that. Okay, so apparently wait for him actually means go to bed.
Hey!
I wondered, and then I decided you're a cat, you'll be fine.
Okay.
And onward we go. To the present future.
Futaba Sakura? She had one of these palaces? Hold on. While Medjed was targeting you, you chose to deal with someone completely unrelated to them?
They asked us.
That should be obvious. I mean, Medjed was...
Untargetable.
What you said about the Sakura family generally falls in line with our investigation. It appears you aren't feeding us a false testimony. You have quite the wit. Very well. Let's
What?
continue. We've
That
yet to
wasn't
determine how the
witty at
Phantom
all.
Thieves dealt with Medjed, seeing as they are unseen. If you tell me something coherent, I may be a little more willing to believe you.
More judgment.
All right.
Look how good I am with people.
Still, to think the Phantom Thieves would have their hideout in the home of Wakaba Ishiki's daughter. What a coincidence. No. Perhaps it's fate. Regardless, we don't have time to waste. Continue with your story.
I'm guessing Wakaba Ishiki is the mother? Just with my incredible deductive skills? It's time for break to be ruined.
I can't.
Calmly. We have a time limit. We know when we have to act by it. I'm not saying we just sit around with our thumb up our ass. Especially because that would have to be collective and it's weird. Come on, high school chatter. No one ever cares what the principal has to say. But let's see what the principal has to say.
That assembly had me bored to tears.
Or not, because no one cares.
Huh? Did you have school too, Yusuke?
I'm doing laundry, so these are the only clothes I had to wear.
You really should buy a couple more outfits.
Come now, we didn't gather here to make small talk, now did we? Let's get to.
I mean, a little bit.
Well then, I'll start. It looks like Futaba was listening in on LeBlanc.
But why would she want to listen in on the cafe?
I have no idea.
Because it's the closest she comes to social interaction.
In any case, her hacking skills will be absolutely necessary if we wish to stand up to Medjed. Going by what she has told us, we may even be able to identify who they are.
We'll have to trust in her skills for now, then.
Anyway, we found out that Futaba has a palace. But can someone who isn't evil have one?
Evil is not
A palace is
static.
the realization of distorted cognitions brought about by strong desires. That's all. It just so happens that a lot of warped people turn out evil.
She's so young, though. Pain she's gone through must be the cause of her distortion.
Wait, I thought she was basically
Maybe
our
that
age.
has
What's
something
going
to
on
do with
here?
Why she calls herself Alibaba.
According to the chief's story, Futaba has auditory and visual hallucinations, right? There's a chance those are related to some important memories she's holding. It's hard to explain, but those memories
could be real.
have been warped by the distortions.
I mean, that's not entirely out of the question in this world, right?
Well, yeah.
So do we all agree about taking on Futaba's palace?
She's asked us to do so. I don't think that part is an issue. If we
Yes, but we still have to do it.
it will not only help Boss, but
Everyone vote.
assist us with Medjed.
I agree.
I've been wondering about how Boss said a lot happened after Futaba's mom died too.
Hold on a second. Our investigation of her palace may not go like anything we've done up to this point.
Why's that?
Having an individual ask you to steal their heart is an extremely irregular case. There's no telling what the palace ruler's disposition will be like, or the distortion that'll be there. We may run into some unforeseen situations. Do you
That's
see
actually a
what I'm
decent
going-
point. Like, how will security work
Let's just
if she
make sure
wants
we're
us there?
cautious.
Well, let's get cracking on those keywords, huh?
The ones we have at the moment are Futaba Sakura and Sojiro Sakura's house.
We got the who and the where, so all that's left is the what, right?
Let us try going to their house first.
Boss is busy running the cafe, isn't he? We should make sure he doesn't suspect anything.
Oh, don't worry, we're entirely not suspicious
I'll
people.
be able to remember everything if I turn back into a human, right? That has to be the case. I definitely want this mission to succeed. If we can retrieve Futaba's memories, then I bet we can get mine back too. In any case, it's not every day you stumble upon a hacker like her around. You really do have a gift, don't you? You sure live up to my expectations.
I thought your expectations were that we would suck.
All right.
Alright, now we know how to make the best tools.
Hey, they went on without us. Let's hurry and catch up to them.
I'm pretty sure includes a tool that makes treasure shadows appear more often, which will be good. Well, you guys are really striking out. And yeah, that. Okay, see, this time we will be breaking and entering. This is a terrible, awful idea. We can use logic.
Okay.
Or we can not use logic, whatever.
This is Futaba's room.
Futaba-chan, you're in there, right?
There's no answer.
She doesn't talk to anyone.
I'm sorry for being startled and screaming yesterday. It was so dark that I got scared.
No reaction whatsoever.
This is gonna be hard.
You're listening, right, Alibaba? Is it Alibaba?
Why is she only reacting to that name?
You're Futaba Sakura, aren't you?
She's not responding again.
Why don't I respond to the text?
We don't have time to dally around. We need her keyword before dealing with Alibaba's identity.
We want to learn more about you. If we don't do so, we can't steal your heart. The reason why we came here is because we need the keyword to enter your palace. That's why we want to talk with Futaba Sakura herself, and not Alibaba.
I really think the distinction might be irrelevant.
Some questions for us. Chat messages are fine. All right then. Our leader, the guy who lives in LeBlanc's attic, wants to speak with you. We're counting on you. Try and get a keyword out of her. Looks like you should ask.
Okay.
Looks like you should.
Die?
Tomb. Okay, we're making progress.
Try entering Tomb.
It won't work.
Input accepted.
Or it will. Never mind.
Yes, you haven't forgotten your promise of helping us if we complete your request, right?
Yeah, but then we unmade that deal.
And clicky.
You idiot! Don't activate it here!
And now we're gonna come out here. We should just leave immediately. Because we don't want to get caught.
It's a desert.
Yeah, we see that. Wait, what the? Our clothes are still the same?
We're not infiltrating.
Us to steal her heart. It'd be odd if she saw us as a threat. If she doesn't see us as an enemy, then your clothes don't change. That's how it works. But more importantly, I told you to be cautious. Why'd you activate it like that?
Because he is dumb.
We ended up in a desert? Where's the tomb? Oh, it's so damn hot here.
Even though we entered right in front of her room, we didn't end up inside it.
She must really want to keep people away from her.
I see.
What a bleak feeling this place has. It's the complete opposite of Kanashiro's bank.
No, that place was kind of bleak too.
Where's the palace?
Is it that way?
Oh yeah, there's something shiny.
The tomb in the desert. I see. Anyway, let's make our way there.
Isn't that kind of far?
Morgana,
Walk?
how's your four-wheel traction?
My paws will get burned.
I've been waiting for this.
I'll make sure to put the AC on full blast.
So, Makoto, do you have a driver's license?
Right.
Alright, let's roll.
Or am I in charge of driving? Well, anime-ass cutscene, let's go.
It's stuffy.
I guess she does have...
Yes, I know.
Or maybe no one's driving now and Morgana's capable of driving herself this time? No, I guess she is driving.
I have a drink. Didn't you have mineral water?
I drank it already.
How are the guys?
The guys are about to be murdered is how they are.
Morons.
Is that it?
There we go.
Morgana, your car needs better AC. We wouldn't have gotten into this trouble if it were for that. If it weren't for that. Or if that were... I don't know. If your car had better AC, we wouldn't have gotten into that trouble. That is what I'm going for.
It's so hot.
The AC ain't working at all. What the hell was that lukewarm air about?
That was the best I could do, so quit your yapping.
For real? You are so half-assed.
What was that? You wanna fight, punk?
Really?
Hey, shut up. It's hot, so don't make me more irritated.
To think her palace would be a pyramid.
Hey, a pyramid's a tomb, right?
Hmm,
Yes, it's a pharaoh's.
sort of.
That's how it's mostly known. There are a variety of theories on it. For instance, it's even said to be a device for reviving the dead.
The important thing is Futaba thinks of it as a tomb.
It's beautiful nonetheless. It's perfectly conformed to the golden ratio.
Hey, guys.
Can you eyeball that, or are you just making assumptions because pyramids are built to the golden ratio?
Oh, man.
Yes, kindly shut up. Anyway, here we are. We got our team. And we will be back later. But for now, bye.